Brought to you by Fastpitch TV and sponsored by 3-Piece Tea, here's another episode from the 2015 College World Series.
Okay. At this time, we have LSU head coach Beth Torina, student athlete Bailey Landry, and student athlete Carly Hoover. Coach, general comments about the game, and then we'll toss it out for questions.
Congratulations to Michigan. What a great program. I think, they're such a class act, and I think that they are going to have a great championship series. I think both Florida and Michigan are two great teams. I think it's going to be exciting for the whole softball world to see a series between two really quality teams. We wish them both the best of luck. As far as my team goes, this was a historic season. I hope none of my players are hanging their heads today. I think the sadness is not necessarily the way it ended or how it ended, but the fact that it had to end because it was so incredibly enjoyable. And as their coach, I enjoyed every single minute with them this year. I enjoyed watching them make history. I enjoyed being with them off the field as well as on the field. It was just, they made me proud to be their coach. So I think that they should walk out of here with their heads held high because they made history and had truly a historic season for LSU.
Questions?
Jacques Doucet, WAFB TV coach. A lot of fans are going to point to one ball. Was it foul? Was it fair? And that's kind of the lightning rod right now for them.
Well, we definitely didn't get any breaks in the sixth inning, whether the ball was fair or foul. But they had a couple flares that fell in. Just the ball seemed to fall right for them. I don't think one play changes the season or changes anything. But I definitely don't think that we got any breaks right there. We also didn't create any breaks for ourselves, and we didn't do a very good job of scoring off of Haley Wagner when she came in the game. So there were definitely things we could have done. And I think this team will learn, and this team will rebound, and I think this team will hopefully end up in a spot similar to this next season.
Just to follow up, what did she do very well that made her so hard to hit after she came in?
Haley Wagner?
Yeah, Haley Wagner.
Well, she throws really good speed. She's left-handed. I think, she throws a curveball that she was able to get in on our righties, and then it broke pretty hard away from our lefties. So, she's really talented. She's an All-American. She earned that title. She's been there, and she's done that. I think she's a great pitcher. She threw with great velocity today, and she was just tough.
Morgan Pruitt, Daily Reveille. Carly, as a freshman to get here and have this experience, what do you think you can bring to next season because you've had this experience?
This experience has been really cool, but my goal wasn't to get here. My goal and our goal was to win it, and obviously we fell short. I think I learned a lot being here. It's a really big stage, and it was a whole lot of fun. And I've always wanted the ball in every big situation we've had all season, and Coach knows that. I'll even tell her if I really, really, really want it. And I wanted it today, and I just didn't get the job done, which sucks, and it sucks that it had to happen twice. But I think we're set up to have a really good season next year.
Jack Woods, Daily Reveille. I guess this is for everybody up there. Returning 5 All-Americans next year, and really you only lose AJ out of the starting lineup. You lose Kaylee and Dylan too, but you just have so much of the team back next season. So I guess how excited and how much are you looking forward to next year now?
Sorry, Carly.
Yeah, I'm really excited. The seniors' leadership, though, is something that is clearly irreplaceable. Dylan and Kaylee are both on the top step. They're at every single pitch, every single play of the game, and they're really helping everyone else and mentally before they get in the box, while they're in the box, helping them pitch to pitch. So that's something that we're not going to have next year. Hopefully, those are some big shoes to fill, so we'll see who does that. But I'm really excited with the talent that we have on the field and everything else, and depth in the circle, depth in defense, depth on offense, and I hear we have some really great recruits coming in, so I'm excited.
I haven't really thought about next year too much, but what our seniors brought to the table is definitely irreplaceable. But we'll just focus on new strengths next year and take what we have.
Coach?
Yeah, I think says it all that I'm sitting here and the 2 players you chose from the game to come today were as a freshman and a sophomore. I think, that says it all. We had a ton of underclassmen in the game today, a ton of underclassmen that were contributors all season long. So, having the core of your team playing in a game like this and being in this setting and being in this scenario, I think is huge. going down the road. And of course, my message to them was that there's no guarantees. This was a special group. They had great chemistry. They had great leadership. There's no guarantees for the next season, but they definitely have all of the tools, talent, ability in order to put them back in this spot and continue to achieve even more than this.
Steve Kornacki, MGoBlue.com. Beth, could you address the two teams? You're familiar with Florida, obviously, and having played Michigan. What is it about those two teams that makes each of them tough to beat?
I think the two teams are great teams. I really do. I think they both have so many things going for them. They both have, great offenses. They both are strong on the mound. They both play solid defense. I think, Michigan is an extremely deep lineup, 1 through 9. I mean, there's not a moment where you get to catch your breath in that lineup. They are really deep 1 through 9. And then Florida kind of has the X factor with Lauren Hager, who's just been phenomenal in the postseason. And, the second half of the season, she's just been on a mission. And they've been here before and they know how to win it. So it's going to be a fun series. For everybody to watch, and I have huge respect for both teams. I did graduate from the University of Florida, but I have a lot of respect for both teams.
Coach, some of the mistakes, the errors, can you talk about how that kind of hurt? And do you think this team hadn't been here before? Do you think maybe next year this kind of makes it maybe a little mentally tougher in the future for that?
Well, like I said, I don't think we got any breaks in that last inning, and a lot of that was created by ourselves. But I think they did some things to us there that we hadn't seen in a while. We had some things happen to us that, we hadn't had people run in those situations. We hadn't seen an offense that deep. I think, we need to be a little bit better prepared for situations like that. I think they caught us on our heels a couple times, but that's the whole idea of being in this tournament is you're going to see people that, can pull out all the stops, can do a lot of different things. They have a really talented offense and have a lot of different weapons. So, I think we've definitely got to get better at some things, but I thought my team played really well all season long.
We have time for one more question.
Me? Okay. Bailey, the 0-2 count, you were able to still hit one out there. Can you talk about that at bat and bringing those 2 runs in?
Well, the first 2 pitches I saw, I thought they were a little bit high and out, but he called them strikes. So I just knew going into the next pitch that if she's going to throw it high, that I had to get on top of the ball. And I had popped out one of my previous at-bats, so I knew that I just had to get my hands above it and go with it.
Bailey, this follow-up for you as well on that Pico Florida College Softball 360. I loved some of the hits you had this series, that double the other day to the right center gap, and then the one today you went opposite field, kind of sliced it. Definitely quality, legit hits. If you could just talk about your approach and how you're using the whole field and not getting cheated up there and how you approach those.
As a 2-hole, my position is just to do my job. So anytime I get in the box, I just know that whatever my team needs me to do, whether it's to bunt the ball, move the runner, get it in the gap, whatever, strike out gracefully, whatever my team needs is what I want to do. So that's just what I do when I get in the box. Just know that I have a job to do and get it done.
Where will you play this summer to keep your game up at its high level? Women's majors used to be where all the college girls went, but that's kind of went by the boards. And so I'm interested in what girls who have a lot of talent keep up that level of preparation.
I'm sorry, I wish I had an answer for you, but I haven't even given it a thought yet. I've really just been focused on this season right here, and right now all I can really see is next year's national championship, but I haven't really thought about summer yet.
All right, Coach, student athletes, thank you for your time.
Hi, my name's Andrea Durant. I'm a 2-time national champion with UCLA, a 2-time world champion with the USSSA Florida Pride, and a 2008 U.S. silver medalist with Team USA. I believe that the 3-piece tee is a great tool, whether you're just starting out playing softball or you're a U.S. Olympian, because everybody needs balance in their swing, because balance is power.